But we have to understand, akhi, Islam, when you say I'm Islam Muslim from inside, if you love your mother with your heart, imagine you say to your mom, I love you, mom. You say, okay, can you buy something for me? No, I'm tired. Can you help me? No, I'm tired. Can you do this? No, I'm tired. And you always disrespect her. There's no way anyone will believe you, even if you keep saying, I love her with my heart, they're not going to believe you.
True.
Because the love that in the heart will affect their limbs.
See, the thing is, I do want it. That's the thing. It's not that I don't want it or I want the dunya. I don't want the dunya. I don't party. I don't do drugs.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Something not. Maybe it's because I feel guilty. I only want to talk to God when I'm in bad position. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and Allah spoke about that.
Him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Allah spoke about that. But it's no problem, akhi. Look, yeah, Ali. If you look, all of us, I had a U-turn. I had to do a U-turn. And the U-turn, because something happened to me very bad. That's when I remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you know. But when Allah saved me and Allah opened the doors for me in a way I never expected in my life. When I saw everything in front of me is good and guess what I desired. But yet Allah is opening doors and you know what? I have to follow Allah's teaching. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when I was talking about Ramadan, akhi, I met many Muslims. They would say, look, akhi, I'm not fasting today, I don't feel like it. Ramadan is a compulsory upon us. And Ramadan is a guest from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you have a guest that you respect, highly respect, would you not honor the guest?
I agree.
The Ramadan, how to honor Ramadan is by fasting.
Where I work is construction site, dust, busy, sweating, which is no excuse. I know it's no excuse. And all my friends are English, they're not fasting, nothing. So it doesn't help me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But it's a jihad for you, Ali. It's a jihad, there's a reward for you, understand? You know, look, we talk
about. I watch you on YouTube, because you're very good, you're clear speaking, everything, I understand everything. And I still didn't reach answers completely. Okay,
go on.
When I was young, my dad used to teach me Quran properly and try to get us into religion. Life in England, my dad sometimes says he regret bringing me up here. He would rather me be poor back home, learn the religion properly than be here. So he's confused. My dad is a Shia, my mum is a Sunnah. I grew up learning Shia teachings, but then being in school in Edgware Road, I sort of swapped to Sunnah.
Sunni,
So, now my dad has become Sunnah.
Alhamdulillah.
He's confused because he's against so many things. It's all confusing. Me, I'm still layman, you know, I don't understand the deep things, you know. But as in general, even if God doesn't exist, astaghfirullah, he does, of course, I believe, but Islam as a way of life is the best way to live your life. Even, you know what I mean, as a rule. Why am I finding it hard to do it in practice? That's
why, brother, well, you have to understand, Ali, I'll tell you.
I'm not doing drugs, nothing, something just not making me wake up and pray.
Shaitan always try to be, akhi, look, see what's happening now, yeah? Shaitan will try his best to misguide mankind, okay? Now, akhi, like I said, if you believe or you love your mother with your heart, that will be manifest in your actions. So I have to believe, akhi, who created you, who gave you life, and you know the example I give. You know the example I give. This is nothing in comparison to Allah's right over us. If I saved your life, imagine you are inside the house when there is a fire, everywhere fire. You try your best to save yourself, but you couldn't save yourself. And I came and I saved your life. What would you say to me?
Say thank you.
Would you remember me all the time?
Forever.
Forever, yeah? Forever. But bro, I never gave you life.
See what you mean, God gave me life.
So why don't you remember him all the time? Why don't you see what I'm saying? Akhi, look, and this...
Life takes you away from...
Yeah, bro, it's shaitan, understand? Rather, if we really reflect on life, will bring us closer to Allah. Allah said in the Quran, إِنَّ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَاخْتِلَافِ اللَّيْلِ وَالنَّهَارِ لَآيَاتٍ لِأُولِي الْأَلْبَابِ. Within the creation of the heavens and the earth and the alteration of the day and night, it is a science for people understanding. Allah said, وَفِي الْأَرْضِ آيَاتٌ لِلْمُوقِنِينَ وَفِي أَنفُسِكُمْ أَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Upon the earth there's a science for people understanding, and within yourself there's a science for Allah's existence, and they should be worshipped Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, هل أتى على الإنسان حين من الدهر لم يكن شيئا مذكورا إنا خلقنا الإنسان من نطفة أمشاج نبتليه فجعلناه سميعا بصيرا إنا هديناه السبيل إما شاكر وإما كفورا. Look to the stylish of the Quran, akhi. Look how Allah softly, nicely saying, mankind, oh man, oh son of Adam, oh human being, don't you not remember there was upon a time you were not even word of mentioning? Now you have a life, you have eyes, you have a sight, you have hearing and so on. And you don't appreciate the Creator? You understand, akhi? Wallahi, akhi.
Just wake up, no shame. The thing, I feel ashamed to go, wake up, you know, just say, let's say I want to talk to him and start praying now, and I'm not, you know, completely clean in my life.
No. Ali, I stop you there. That's from the deception of a shaitan. I'm not perfect. I have my own struggle, akhi. You have your own struggle. Everyone has our own struggles. Some people, they think if you have a long beard, you have amis, you're perfect. No, akhi. All of us, we have own struggles. And the only way to do it is to help one another. I'm not going to look down on you and don't look down on me. You understand? You are Muslim brother. You know, I love you for the sake of Allah. I'm here to help you.
I have a question. Let's say my friend, he's...
But, sorry, 1 second. Before that, So therefore, don't say I'm not clean. So you don't have to pray. Look, akhi, yeah? Me, there was certain things, it was very hard for me to stop when I started practicing on my journey, yeah? But one brother advised me, he said, look, keep praying. Regardless, keep praying. And by Allah's permission, Allah is a shakur, is the grateful. You know, when he sees that...
Let's say, for example, my brother, he's still stuck on weed, right?
Yeah.
I tried to tell him as well with me, pray, but of course you cannot pray while you're under the influence. This is my confusion, but let's say someone is addicted, but he wants.
Yeah.
Does he start praying, or does he have to completely stop? You see?
No, what you can do, look,
Okay,
for example, you can pray, like some people they do, they pray their prayers, then after, even some crazy stuff back home they say after Isha, Shisha. You know, after Isha prayer, so take a Shisha, yeah?
Yeah.
So after, but it's haram. But
of course it's haram, I agree. But the problem is if someone addicted trying to...
I was addicted though, bro, to some drugs, I think.
Yeah.
But wallahi, when you have azima.
Just go back in a circle if you never pray, you see what I mean?
But look, akhi, when you pour for trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you struggle. You know, akhi, certain things I told you I couldn't stop. I thought, you know what? Allah knows that it's trying for me to stop, but I stopped it a long time ago. 17 years or maybe ago. Because why? I said, you know what? Is it this or Allah? When Allah said, do not drink. Because Allah loves me. He doesn't want me to harm myself. So when I drink and I harm myself, I said, oh Shamsi, I'm a damn foolish guy. Because even cigarette, imagine we buy a cigarette, yeah? Ali, watch this, yeah? And the cigarette says what? It says, kills you. Not just smoke it, you say to the guy, thank you for giving it to me, and you buy it, and you give your money. So don't blame no one except ourselves. That's what, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, alhamdulillah. So you talk about your friend or something?
Yeah, like he's Christian.
Yeah.
We spoke about, I tried to tell him, you know, Islam is the best way of life.
Yeah.
But I feel he doesn't do anything wrong compared to what our religion teach. You know, don't steal, don't do nothing, don't drink, don't do drugs. I can't see, would Allah still put him in hellfire? You see what I mean? It's a bit hard for me to accept.
Because you misunderstand that what is the true goodness, yeah? Okay, a Christian man is a polytheist. He worships someone beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or he worships a false God, yeah? To give you the example of that, imagine my parents took care of me all their lives, yeah? So when I grew up, I go to my neighbors and I say to my neighbors, thank you for taking care of me. I can start like I did. Brother, you can't. He's going. I was going to tell him. But anyway, so imagine I go to my neighbors, I said, thank you for taking care of me, looking after me. And I said to my parents, go away. I don't want to talk to you. You turn away from your parents. Am I a good person?
No.
But remember, Auntie, I'm very good to neighbors. I'm very good to people, but I'm not good to my parents.
See,
you see?
I understand what you're saying.
You see,
that's true.
My parents has more right over me.
But that person, he doesn't understand and he doesn't want to learn the new religion. You see what I mean? So, can I blame him completely?
Yes, okay, yes, I'll answer that. Watch this, yeah? So now, these examples I give, by the way, yeah, is nothing in comparison to Allah's right over us. This is just to make the picture clearer, as I say, باللغة العربية. You know what the surah, you know, to make the picture clearer. Yeah, but Allah's right over us, akhi, is tremendously so great, you know. It's our own existence by Allah's virtue. You know that's why Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah told him to seek forgiveness. Why? Not because he's a sinner, a'udhu billah, no. Because regardless how much you worship Allah, regardless how much you be grateful to Allah, you will never be able to repay back Allah for His blessings. You know, the blink of an eye is from the mercy of Allah.
Lots of English people at work, you know, when they say, oh, your God is Allah, your Allah, I say to them, Allah is just the Arabic word for God. It's the same.
The name of God, the name of the true God.
And they don't understand that, you know what I mean?
So I will help you to explain that, yeah? So the other one, that can we blame him? Yes, because why we can... Allah is the most just. Yeah. Imagine someone live in the middle of nowhere, never heard about Islam, okay? and he dies, Allah will not punish him.
Okay.
Allah will test him first, because Allah said in the Quran, وَمَا كُنَّا مُعَذِّبِينَ حَتَّى نَبْعَثَ رَسُولًا. We will never punish anyone until we clarify the truth to him. To show you Allah is just.
In the old days, the same Prophet Muhammad days, Christians and Jews were living together
in harmony.
Yeah,
that Andalusia, in Iraq, you know.
Confuse me now why it's different.
No, because the media is, look, you know, in Islam, Prophet Muhammad said, if you kill a Christian or a Jewish man, you don't smell the fragrance of paradise. Unjustly, yeah? Especially a dhimmi, someone who comes under our protection. You see, so what IS are doing, or what they were doing, or anyone like them, has nothing to do with teaching of Islam. You understand? They are those people. They are helping to make Islam look bad. That's why we, of course, we believe in jihad. Jihad is something which is from Islam, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But jihad was legislated to remove oppression, not to bring about oppression upon people, not to kill innocent people, not to kill children on essential life. That's not jihad. That is a jihad in the path of Satan. You see, you know.
I had one guy on my dad's estate. He's English, completely English. He used to smoke weed, new era hat, you know, trousers. One day changed, got full beard, became Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
But Alhamdulillah, I said Alhamdulillah.
He went
to Syria. His brother died in Syria. He's gone to jail as jihad. That confused me. I said, okay, my dad doesn't agree, of course, with Islamic State and how they do. It confused me. Why is it only the young ones who haven't got nothing end up?
Why? Because that's what they do. You know what?
I learned Islam all my life. Why I didn't become extremist?
You know why, Akhi? So a good point. Sorry to cut you, Akhi Ali. Yeah? Just, you know, ISIS followers, or they look for people who are ignorant about Islam. Akhi, before when I come out of prison, some of them came to me. There was no ISIS back then. It was a Qaeda and so on, more famous. Yeah, they came. What they do. They say, look, you love Islam, we love Islam. I love my brothers and sisters and Muslims around the world. I will help them, I'll do everything for them, yeah? But everything according to Islamic teaching. So they say, okay, come. Look, Muslims are dying. Who's the problem? It's the Western world. So go put a bomb and kill them. But you say, no, Allah said, be just. These people has nothing to do with it. You know, if you want to fight, go to the battlefield. No, you're fighting. Go train station, kill the children. You understand? So what they look for ignorant ones. That's why some people went to Syria. Even some people that went to Syria, they didn't go to because they had extreme aqidah. They want to believe in that we are helping the Muslims. That's why there's a sister. She came to us here. She said, my husband, he got killed by ISIS. Even though he wanted to help the Syrians, when he found that ISIS are not what they're claiming to do, they have extreme aqidah. It is the media, understand? So he wants to leave, they killed him. You know, and even though there's a brother as well. So my point here is, Akhi, we look to Islam is a perfect way of life, yeah? The other thing about you, Akhi, is a jihad for you to struggle against yourself. Even if your friends are not fast, you have to fast, Akhi. That's why it's jihad, you know, people can. Because you're here to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because you're going to be inside the grave by yourself. Hassan al-Basri said, "O son of Adam, you came this life by yourself, and you leave it by yourself, and you'll be inside the grave by yourself, and you will stand before Allah by yourself. So prepare yourself."
I will try.
You see? Wallahi, Akhi, this life is nothing. Take it back. Of course, Akhi, don't want to give you everything, inshallah. Fast, inshallah, and be strong, Akhi. Allah said in the Quran, Alif Lam Mim, أحسب الناس أن يتركوا أن يقولوا آمنا وهم لا يفتنون. Listen to this, yeah?
Learn everything again, the wudu.
Watch this. No, slowly, yeah? Watch this. Allah says, Alif Lam Mim. Do the people think they will believe and Allah will not test them? Allah will test you like He tested those who came before us. Because paradise is so expensive, Akhi. Paradise what the eyes never seen, what the ears never heard, what the heart never thought of. So imagine that place for us. But to get it, it's not a joke. Allah said in the Quran, حتى يقول الرسول والذين معه متى نصر الله ألا إن نصر الله قريب. Until the messenger and those who believe with him, they say when Allah's victory will come, because they went through many hardship. Allah says, indeed Allah's victory is near.
Yeah, I can't go life without believing in Islam and religion.
Without any doubt.
I tried to put my brain in atheist, you know, shoes.
No, atheism.
It doesn't work, because I said, how can someone live their life thinking you die and that's it? There's no judgment, no nothing.
That's why
people
atheism.
Who go through badness all their life and die and don't get away with it. And you tell me there is no judgment? Impossible. I can't, you know.
That's what they say.
Doesn't accept my.
You know,
brain.
Ali. You know what they say? They say atheism is justification for the tyrants. Because atheism is a justification for the tyrant.
Yeah, it just doesn't fit my brain. It just cannot.
Because if I'm a tyrant and I say, you know what, no one can beat me and defeat me, I'm going to do whatever I like, because I know after death there's nothing. You understand?
Yeah.
But when you know that you're going to stand before Allah, and Allah mentioned in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافٍ عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Don't think Allah is unaware what the oppressors, tyrants are doing. Indeed, Allah is making a day for them, a fixed day.
That's how I went in circles. I went round, said maybe it doesn't exist, then I came out, I said no way, impossible, and then I start checking all religions, and I found the cleanest one is Islam.
Islam, why Islam is so special?
You have to wake up, do wudu, clean yourself. They don't have those rules in any other religion, so
bro, I'll give you something about Islam. It's so special as well. Islam, it goes in line with our universal knowledge, our sound reasoning, our natural inclination, our perceptions. When you analyze that, you look at Islam is perfect way of life. Even in wudu, you know, in wudu, we don't wash our hair, we wipe it.
Yes.
We don't wash our ears. Why? Because if you keep washing your hair, it will damage it. If you keep washing your hair every time you make wudu, you get sick like that. You see, look how detailed and precise.
Very specific.
And precise. Because why? مِن لَدُنِ الْحَكِيمِ الْخَبِيرِ. From the Almighty, the well-acquainted.
My brother, thank you.
You're welcome, Ali. Barakallah. Let me give you something, inshallah.
Inshallah. And
that you can give your friend. Look,
I
this is very nice.